All right, hello, everyone. My name is MM2Nest Cartridge, and today I will be bringing you this match of Toasty, representing Team the Golden Shower, versus Nevdi, representing Team Vileplumes. This is week 2 of the Super Metroid Randomizer League, and this week's format is the Dash Randomizer, diverse and selective haste randomizer, which was made by Kip and a few others from that branch of the Super Metroid community. And it is a major minor split randomizer with a few extra changes, most notably the speed blocks blocking the waterway and the bots in the pre-Botswoon area are able to be broken with Spazer, and the speed block blocking Wreck Ship Reserve is also able to be broken with the morph bombs. And we are off. Toasty and Nevdi both using vanilla Samus sprites. Um, a sprite rule that's in this season of Randomizer League is that you do have to have your screw attack sprite be the same with or without space jump, just to prevent runners from, I think it's from determining whether or not they have space jump just for that sprite. But yeah, we do see both runners using Moonfall today, and we're going to be seeing them go down and see the first item of the run, which will be at the Morph Ball pedestal. Yeah, good luck to both of the runners, especially Toasty, because he's on my team, and I don't want him to lose. Yeah, Nevdi first to see that Morph Ball item, and it is an energy tank today. So one of the things that energy tanks allow you to do in the Dash randomizer is do hell runs in logic for Upper Norfair. Upper Norfair is an area of the game that has heated rooms, and the game intends you to go through those rooms after getting the Varia suit, but we can just run through them while taking constant damage, and that's called hell running, and it can be required. Yeah, Morph Ball in the ceiling, both runners doing that. Nice little damage boost to get it. First try for both of them, very nice. And Power Bombs at Beta Missiles. Power Bombs early are a very nice item to have because they can enable all sorts of different routes you can take. And if you don't get them early, it can be a real pain to get them, just to get them late, because they can make, if you don't have them, you could be forced to skip some locations that you might want to have to come back to later. Yeah, super missiles at alpha missiles, early power bombs, early supers, just a great setup for both runners in terms of minor items. So yeah, they can really be looking for much more from the first two minor items of this game. And Nevdi is going to be checking that behind Morph Power Bombs location, and Toasty's going to be skipping it. So Nevdi did get a missile pack out of it, so that's not too big a deal. It is just a minor location, so definitely a reasonable skip from Toasty. So yeah, that's our first lead change of the run, and I suspect we will be seeing many more. Both of these runners are very good at this game, so I would definitely expect to see many lead changes. Yeah, another power bomb pack at the old Mother Brain missiles. Just another power bomb pack. 10 power bombs does allow these runners to go through Gauntlet. That'll allow them to reach another major item, and that can be that can be an important item depending on what's there. But another major item, I would probably expect these runners to go through Gauntlet early, just given what they have at this point. But we will almost certainly be seeing the Bomb Chorizo location first from both runners. So yeah, no meme route it's a shame, but it's very rare that runners actually do meme route in a race. Just due to the it's not the meta, so nobody really does it. But some people do choose to do it, and it is a meme, so that's why it is called the meme route. But Speed Booster at Bomb Chorizo, so that's another way they can get through to Brinster, but of course they have Power Bombs, so they don't really have a need for that. But Speed Booster is a great item to find, mainly because it makes you go fast. But it does enable Shine Sparking and all those other sorts of tricks. So yeah, very nice Alcatraz from Toasty. and he will not be checking the early gauntlet area. So that's kind of surprising, given that he does have 10 power bombs, but it is a very slow check. And Nevdi's going to be checking early gauntlet. So this is our first route divergence of this run, and he's charging that Shine Spark before taking the ship refill, so he could be just sparking up the criteria power bombs. Check that first before doing the gauntlet area, but he could just be going straight to gauntlet. Okay, he's going to gauntlet. So yeah, that Shine Spark up there skips the wall jumps, so it does. It could save a little bit of time. I don't know if it actually does, but it's a neat little Shine Spark. But Toasty will be going into the green Brinstar area first, and we'll be seeing what's at the four major locations in the green and pink Brinstar area. And Nevdi is on considerably lower health than he entered with, so it could be worrying. High jump boots at Brinstar Reserve, so that's an item. Screw attack at Gauntlet E-Tank. Screw attack is a really, really nice item to find. It just makes all the things in dangerous areas such as lower Norfair so much easier, because you can just screw attack through all the dangerous enemies and be having a bit of trouble getting the Shine Spark, the spin jump you wanted to break that block, but does get it. But screw attack is a great item, and so Nevdi, I don't think he's going to be saving time from finding that screw attack, but if it does come down to like a lower Norfair death from Toasty, then that screw attack could save him. Yeah, high jump boots from Brinster Reserve, that's just a great item. High jump boots is one of the pieces of Suitless Meridia, so we could be seeing that, but we've only got one piece, so I wouldn't really want to be considering it just yet. Because you do need 3 pieces to do Suitless Meridia. High jump boots, Ice Beam and Grapple Beam, or High jump boots, Spring Ball and Grapple Beam. And that is to get to Bot's Wound. Only Suitless Meridia up to Bot's Wound is in logic for Dash. So you can't have Gravity Suit at Dragon or Plasma, but you could have it at Bot's Wound E-Tank. Okay, just a reserve tank at the Edekun's E-Tank and the Super Missile at the Super location. And Toasty does skip Edekun's PBs. That's generally the standard play. You check the major location and the super minor location, but you don't check the power bomb just because it's too slow. It's just too slow. It's only a minor location. It's not really worth it. But okay, Nevdi has made his way through the after gauntlet area, and he's done his mock ball, and he's getting his super missile and whatever was behind there, and he's going to get his high jump boost from the Brinster Reserve. So Toasty does pick up that missile at Mission Impossible, but I would be very surprised if he does. Yeah, he's going to skip the power bomb location. A big thing in major minor randos is just deciding what minor locations to check and what to skip. So you can't check too many, because if you do, then you'll lose a lot of time. But if you check too little, you won't have the ammo you need for later portions of the game, such as Ridley and Turian, and you could just be forced to do slower checks later and just lose a bunch of time that way. So it's really a balancing act. Yeah, we do have a lot of supers early, so this is I would be surprised if these runners did not like all those early supers. That's just 20 supers early is very nice, at least for a dash seed. Some other presets could be less generous. It could be more generous on average. Ooh, that is a gravity suit. Gravity suit from Toasty at Charge Beam location. So a thing about Gravity Suit and Dash is that it does reduce your heat damage by half. So if you're going to go into Upper Norfair without Varia, but you do have Gravity, then you'll only be taking half heat damage, and that's a Wave Beam at Waterway E-Tank. So So this Brinstar area didn't look like it had much, but it really did. It had high jump boots, gravity suit, and wave beam. So that's just a lot. That's a lot of good items for early game. So yeah. Now comes the big decision that defines a lot of rando races between runners. Um, do you go up Red Tower or do you go down Red Tower? So with the gravity suit, I would not be surprised to see the runners go down, but they can also go up and check wreck ship since they have the speed booster and stuff like that. But Toasty is checking the pipe missiles, and Nevity's checking the wave gate with that super glitch. You just shoot the super at a precise position, and it just goes so fast and it clips from the gate. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. But yeah, he will be discovering later that he didn't need to do that, but it was probably faster to do it than come back with the wave beam. But can never guarantee it, so you kind of do have to know the glitch. It's very easy to learn. But okay, Toasty did skip doing the X-ray with D boosts, so he's gonna be going down the red tower as Nempty gets his gravity suit at the charge beam location. Toasty picking up another E tank. That's probably a nice sight to see because if you're going to be going into Upper Norfair, then you do want to have more E tanks than three because three tank hell runs is not a fun time when you can just be searching around for more if you really want to. But I'd be fairly surprised to see Toasty do Upper Norfair hell runs on this loadout, especially since he has a gravity suit and all the movement items for Meridia. Oh, Toasty is going to be skipping Kraid and just going immediately to Meridia. So this is an interesting decision. I don't really like the call. I do think it's a bit better to do Kraid before anything else in this area, just because you're gonna have to do it anyway. It's not really much slower to do it if you're not in go mode compared to if you are, and it doesn't really lose much time. So I just feel like it's definitely a good play to do Kraid first, but doing Meridia first is definitely not an unreasonable play either. So yeah, another super pack. We got 25 supers 11 minutes into this dash seed, so yeah, we could definitely be seeing a suit with smaller Norfair if we get more energy tanks. And Nefty is going to be doing X-ray. Nefty is going to be doing X-ray. So important about dash, the gravity suit does reduce your environmental damage from things such as spikes by half. So Nifty will only be taking 30 damage from spikes. It makes it over to the X-ray item very easily. Very nice from Nifty. And just an E-tank there, so not a big deal that Toasty skipped it. So yeah, Toasty is going to be checking those two aqueduct miners, and then I would presume taking a save before maybe checking the left sand pit, or maybe he's going to be going through the botch wound. Going through the botch wound would probably be a good play, but also checking left sand pit would be a good play. So yeah, he will be going up to botch wound. That is the play of today. And another interesting thing about Dash is that you have a baby charge beam. You start with a baby charge beam. It only deals what your normal shot deals. It doesn't increase what your damage is dealt. But it does allow you to damage bosses with whatever beam you have. You don't have to collect charge beam in order to damage bosses. And Toasty does do an X Factor and gets a very nice one round with that charge beam and wave beam. Just very nice from Toasty. Okay, another E-Tank at bottom E-Tank. He'll probably be picking that up on the way back if he doesn't check Plasma. But Toasty will now be heading on to Dragon as his first boss. It's not something you see every day. First boss being Dragon at 13 minutes. The wonders of Dash. Okay, Nevdi is probably going to be blowing up the tube with what he has, but doesn't look like he's going to be doing Meridia at the moment. Okay, Nevdi using that new route muscle memory and probably just going to be plowing through this area. Does lay a power bomb, probably forgot that, again, due to the muscle memory, probably forgot that you don't have bombs at this point. Yeah, speaking of bombs, there's another power bomb pack. Probably picking that up in case of something like a suitless lower warfare where you just need a lot of power bombs because you need to be doing a lot of crystal flashes. Yeah, now is probably not the time to be skipping power bombs. The 25 is a fair bit, so I wouldn't be surprised to see our runners be skipping power bombs at this point, especially Nevdi. But okay, Nevdi doing that very nice D-boost into Creed. And Toasty does some wacky X factors to get to do some serious damage to Dragon. It's very nice that you can just do your normal muscle memory from any percent categories like that with this loadout. Just nice. And Nevdi is having a bit of issues with the Kraid quick kill. Okay, no Kraid stand up. Very nice. Oh, no. No Kraid stand up? No, there is a Kraid stand up on the menu today. Okay, never mind. Never mind. We do have a Kraid stand up from Nevdi. Yeah. Toasty takes out Dragon. Nevdi takes out Kraid. Both runners get their first bosses down in about 15 minutes. So, it's very nice from both runners. Yeah, Kraid, the Varia suit item was just an E-tank, so nothing really of importance so far in Kraid's lair. And Space Jump even worse. It was just a reserve tank, but Toasty did still pick it up because you do really want some tanks if you're going to be doing hell runs at this point. Okay, Nevdi is leaving Kraid's lair, but wait, you gotta check the Frog Pocket. It is just a major item that's sitting there. X-ray scope today. That's a pretty nice item. If you get plasma, you're able to do the microwave beam with that item. So yeah, definitely something that's worth picking up, especially this early, where plasma could be anywhere, and you just don't know what's going to be where. But okay, Toasty has picked up his Bottoon E-Tank and is probably going to check left sandpit and then leave Meridia. At least at this rate, that's probably what he's going to be doing. And Nevdi has initiated his Hell Run sequence and will be doing the first Hell Run to Ice Beam. I like doing Ice Beam first before you check High Jump. Just because if Ice Beam's an E-Tank like it is now, or High Jump is an E-Tank, then you get the refill before you're going to be doing your Hell Run to Bubble Mountain and all that stuff. But okay, didn't quite catch what that left sandpit item is, but it's a Grapple Beam. Okay, that's a good item. So we might be seeing an early Shack Tool check from Toasty, just given that this thing is here. So yeah. Could definitely be seeing a Shack Tool, and Toasty does turn off those high jump boots to make that jump just a bit easier. It's very tough to get the proper jump morph. Toasty having a bit of issues. Okay, does get that Alcatraz to secure the jump to get the grapple beam. So will we be seeing a Shack Tool check from Toasty is the question that we all want to see answered. But okay. About Dash, just real quick, the High Jump Boots E-Tank, even though it is an E-Tank in the vanilla game, it is a minor location in this randomizer because of balancing reasons. Didn't want to make High Jump area too stacked with two major locations there. Also a Plasma Beam on Nevdi's side. Plasma Beam and High Jump Boots E. Like I said, Plasma Beam could be anywhere, so he's probably happy about picking up that X-ray scope back in the frog pocket. But okay, no shock tool check from Toasty. Very slow check, so unless it's like Varia Suit or something, probably not worth it at this point. Varia Suit or like Charge Beam or Ice Beam or something like that, it would have to be. Okay, Nevdi has done his ice and high jump, so will now be making his way through this kind of a hell run, but it's so short it doesn't really count area to Bubble Mountain. And we'll be seeing the 3 majors there most likely, and then potentially a lower Norfair trip from Nevdi. Okay, first he will be picking up this item, presumably, yeah, it's a super. Yeah. 25 supers and 30 supers is just a lot of supers for this early in the game. It's just, the C's been giving out a lot of supers. Like, let me just say that's a really nice super pack. So Nevdi probably wants a few more tanks and a few more super packs, but then with his item loadout, high jump, speed booster, and screw attack, that's pretty similar to what you have in RBO. It's with the addition of the gravity suit for half heat damage. So he would. It seems like he might be doing a suitless lower Norfair. That's a Spazer beam. Nibby's probably not going to pick that up simply because he already has Speed Booster, which obsoletes. He has Speed Booster and Plasma, which sadly does obsolete Spazer in this randomizer. Even with that added usefulness of Spazer being able to break those blocks in Waterway and Botswood E-Tank. Not Botswood E-Tank, pre-Botswood Hallway. Just not enough in this situation. The Spazer will be left. And Toasty does take out Kraid, very nice. Very nice from Toasty. And we will be seeing the Speed Booster check from Nevdi. Okay, at this point, I would. Toasty does have a full clear Meridia on Nevdi, but Nevdi skipped out on the nothing that was Meridia at this point. So I would probably call Nevdi a bit ahead, but of course this is randomizer, so anything can happen. Nevdi could attempt suitless lower Norfair and just die a bunch of times, and that could change everything. But yeah, who knows what's going to happen. Toasty is picking up that X-ray scope, and we will see what's going to happen on both of these runner sides. Toasty is almost certainly going to be going into Upper Norfair at this point, and Nevdi potentially could make the decision to go to either Lower Norfair or Croc area before doing Lower Norfair, or just could bail if there's no Varia. But if he does find Varia, then he's almost certainly going to be headed to Lower Norfair. Ice Beam. That is a really nice find for Nevdi. Ice Beam just is going to up his damage output, so that'll be really nice for dealing with enemies as well as dealing with potentially Ridley, but he does have a bunch of supers. So hopefully he won't have to use his beam on Ridley. At least that's the hope. And Nevdi is not going to be heading immediately to Lower Norfair. Probably at least wants to farm and maybe check the Croc area for a potential Varia suit before doing Lower Norfair. But Toasty just a bit behind, and Toasty is going to be checking Croc area. No, he's not. I saw he had the power bomb selected, so I thought he was going to go down the Crumble Shaft and through Croc Speedway. But no, he's just going to lay the power bomb to leave there. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, of course. Yeah, if you're going to do that, you would probably check high jump before you did Ice Beam. Okay, Nevdi is going to be seeing the Crocomire with the Plasma Beam, so yeah, Croc with Plasma isn't really a fight. It's just, you shoot him once, and Croc is just like, and then he walks all the way backward in one shot and falls into the acid. Space jump. Wow. This scene is just giving everything you could ever want for a suitless lower warfare. Except for, of course, Varia. But suitless lower warfare does imply a lack of Varia. But okay, so Nevdi has a lot of things. Ooh, very nice spike suit from Nevdi. That is a 1.5 frame perfect trick. It's a 1 frame window and a 2 frame window, I believe. You can do two different frames on the first input, and then it's a 1 frame trick on the second input. But it's a very nice trick, and it allows Nevdi to store a shine spark. So not going to be using it there. That's the most common place to use the shine spark from Crocomire. So we will be seeing where Nevdi chooses to use that shine spark or doesn't choose to use it. Because yeah, if you do the wrong inputs while having a spike suit stored, then you can just lose that's commentator's curse. Nevdi just pressing the jump button without the angle held, so it just blows that spike suit. Just my apologies, Nevdi, but not really because I'm rooting for Toasty, mainly because Toasty's on my team. Yeah, Nevdi gets that 8th energy tank at Grapple Beam, so I would not be surprised at all to see a suitless slower norfer from Nevdi. No Grapple Beam does make it a little less enticing, but it is definitely a thing to consider at this rate. Yep, 45 supers. 45 supers is definitely a good thing to have entering lower norfer. And Nevdi is going to be checking this minor location. This to me means he's looking for supers or power bombs for lower norfair, probably supers. Okay, yeah, he's just looking for supers before lower norfair. Yeah, this to me means he's definitely going into lower norfair. And Toasty's going to be doing it earlier than Nevdi. Wow. Toasty doing the screwless, spaceless lower norfair play. This could be a big decider in this race. Just that decision to go to lower norfair earlier than Nevdi. So yeah, Toasty having seen that spacer beam, that's all I need. He's just gonna be rushing to lower norfair, and yeah, let's see how this goes. And Toasty not gonna be saving. That is, I'm gonna call that play into question. That could be just because Toasty he just feels like he needs that time save on Nevdi. But I would not advise doing lower norfair without Varia without saving. That is, it's a really, it's not a bad play, especially if you feel like you need time save. But it's definitely a big play. So yeah, we will see how that goes. Okay, just Toasty getting a little beat up by those rippers there, but yeah, he'll be checking this item bombs. Bombs are a nice item. They're a nice item to have, especially for rooms where you need to climb. But IBJing in Varia slower norfair is generally not advised, so we're probably just going to be seeing a wall jump in worst room in the game from Toasty. Oh, also, how is he? He's going to have to IBJ out of here. Oh no, he's not. I forgot about that. No, I consider myself corrected. That I stand corrected. That was. I forgot about that. I forgot about that wall jump there. Yeah, very nice awareness from Toasty there. So yeah, we'll be seeing Toasty continue through lower norfair, and while we were looking at that item, Nevdi just speeding on past, decides not to check the screw attack location. So yeah, Nevdi checking the Firefly location though. So we will see what is here for Nevdi. And charge beam. Okay, that's a big find for Nevdi there. So yeah, that's gonna up his firepower by 3, by a factor of 3 in the Ridley fight. So that will probably make him feel a lot safer in the Ridley fight, at least compared to Toasty. Okay, Toasty is on a bit of low health in this amphitheater. Oh no, he missed the wall jump. He missed the wall jump. Okay, okay, gets through. Very nice from Toasty. And Nevdi is taking the save, and hopefully Toasty takes a save as well. That's the hope. The hope is that Toasty takes a save. Okay, and Nevdi is through to Wasteland, and so he's probably. Oh yeah, his screw attack. He's not going to be worried about the Death Gigas. But Toasty is on a bit of low ammo. He does need a missile drop in order to Crystal Flash. So hopefully the Key Hunters give him one. Yeah, hopefully he realizes that he needs the missile drop in order to Crystal Flash here, because on he's on really low health at this point, so he really needs that missile drop. Oh no, he might not know that he needs the missile drop. He might not know. Hops to reserve. Okay, hopefully he gets a missile from Power Bombs of Shame. That's the hope. Hopefully PBs of Shame is a missile. Oh no, he definitely doesn't know at this point. No, he does. He does. Toasty is aware, but hopefully, okay. This is a missile. Toasty is saved, and Nevdi. Oh no, it's a power bomb pack. Yeah, Nevdi is entering the Ridley fight, so yeah, not choosing to not use the supers at this point. So definitely not a bad play from Nevdi, but yeah, Toasty is in a dire. Oh no, he just realized when he's trying to Crystal Flash, he's like, oh no, I don't have enough missiles, so that is a really bad situation for Toasty to be in. This is just not what you want to see from Toasty. But okay, Nevdi is in the Ridley fight, and yeah, Nevdi just takes down Ridley. Very nice fight from Ridley. That was just a very solid fight. Very solid fight from Nevdi. Okay, Toasty is going to be farming Key Hunters. Hopefully he gets a missile drop. I don't know what the chances are on this. I think it might be a quarter, but 2 Key Hunters, no missile drop. This is just not what you want to see at all. This is a really bad spot for him to be in. Okay, he's going to be checking the 2 minor locations up here for hopefully a missile pack. No, is he just going to be leaving Lower Norfair? No, it doesn't look like it. But okay, Nevdi is just going to be leaving LN in general, and yeah, Toasty's still looking for that missile drop. Toasty takes a death. Okay, not too big a deal considering the situation he was already in, but he really needs that missile drop. Okay, Nevdi is just speeding out of Lower Norfair at this rate, just super fast. Just go. Nevdi is just speeding out of Lower Norfair, and yeah, Nevdi's not going to be waiting for Toasty. Yeah, Toasty just really needs a missile drop soon in order to have some chance of a comeback versus Nevdi. But unless he gets it right now, then Nevdi will be able to start full clearing Meridia. We'll start clearing. No, Nevdi doesn't even need to clear Meridia. Nevdi's in go mode. Nevdi is in go mode, so yeah, Nevdi's just gonna blaze through Meridia. So Toasty needs some health drops. Okay, Toasty's just gonna go. Does do those microwaves on the pirates. That's a very nice strat that sometimes people don't employ just because in vanilla runs you don't do it because it's slow. Toasty does get those missile drops from the metal pirates, so he is able to crystal flash now. But okay, Nevdi is leaving Norfair, and Toasty's a fair bit behind in this situation. Oh no, Toasty takes that hit. That's a really bad hit to take. He's gonna have to crystal flash now. Okay, Nevdi at this point is just gonna finish this run out like a GT Classic run. He's just gonna rush the Dragon, then Phantoon, then Turian. It's just gonna be basically a boss rush from Nevdi. So yeah, Nevdi is speeding through Meridia, and Toasty's farming up, probably looking for more supers for Ridley. Okay, he gets 25. That super missile did evade him, but does get it in the end. So yeah, Toasty going to be entering the Ridley fight with 25 supers to his name, and Nevdi does that big quick drop through Aqueduct and is going to be rushing into Botswana. Nevdi does have the microwave beam, so he'll just be able to kill Botswana and Dragon as well as Phantoon really, really quickly. It's going to be a really quick fight from Nevdi. Oh no, Toasty falls in the acid and then takes a hit from Ridley. This could be bad. Okay, Toasty, you got this. Toasty does get grabbed by Ridley, so hopefully he's able to finish this out. That's the hope. He's got a bunch of good drops, so he is on Crystal Flash ammo. He can Crystal Flash. Okay, yeah, this is an E-Tank, so Toasty should just be able to just to straight up leave Ridley and Lower Norfair in general at this point, but Nevdi does have a full. Nevdi is already halfway through the Meridia that Toasty's already done, so this could be too late, too little, too late from Toasty. But Toasty, I believe in you. You got this, Toasty. Okay, Nevdi is at this point just waiting for the Evers to finish their dance, and then he's going to be microwaving Dragon to death. Just going to wait for that stand up from Samus. Okay, Dragon is now down, and Nevdi, without the non-help from Springwall, is going to get the bad frame on that spike. See, that's just basically bad luck. It's not really luck, but it's a one frame difference from the optimal timing. So yeah, it's a pretty hard trick. So yeah, no shame on Nevdi for missing that trick. But yeah, it does lose a few seconds because you can't spark through that room Coliseum that he just space jumped through, but it's still really fast. Okay, Toasty is almost through Lower Norfair Escape. I don't know if he has enough health to finish it out, but he does have a Crystal Flash, so we should be good here. Oh wait, he does have like 2 tanks in reserve, so we should be good. No, he has 3 tanks. Okay. So yeah, Toasty should be able to make it out, but Nevdi's just got too big of a lead, and So yeah, Nevdi is a fair bit ahead at this point. And Nevdi also does have the movement advantage with space and screw. So yeah, Nevdi is a fair bit ahead. But yeah, a big mistake from Nevdi could definitely pull this race back into Toasty's favor. But Yeah, this is just how Rando goes. It's just Rando gonna Rando. But okay, Toasty does make it out of the Hell Run section of Norfair, and Nevdi is a few jumps through Meridia ahead of Toasty. So yeah, probably like a minute and a half or 2 minutes ahead of Toasty at this point. Okay, Nevdi is just going to be doing the big space jumps. Again, this is really just GT Classic from Nevdi. Just GT Classic muscle memory. He has the exact same movement items as you have in GT Classic, the exact same beam. Really the only difference is he doesn't have Varia suit, he doesn't have bombs, and he doesn't have spring ball, but that's a good thing, so we don't really care. But okay, Nevdi is making it into the Phantoon fight at 40 minutes and 3 seconds, and Toasty's hopefully get a health drop. No, he gets two power bomb drops from the from the crabs. But okay, does make the jump up there, and does decide to spare the fish today. But okay, Nevy gets a slow from Fantino on the first round, and that first round will also be not the only round. Not the only round. Nevy does manage to leave Fantino alive, but finishes Fantino off with the with the second round, which is a fast. So yeah, slow fast for Fantune from Nevy. But okay, Toasty, due to his lack of screw attack and space jump, is going to have to run through the bottom of this West Ocean. That's the name of the room I'm thinking about. But yeah, Toasty is about, I'd say, 2 minutes behind Nevdi. So yeah, you'd have to have something big come up in Turin for Nevdi in order to take the lead back. But yeah, also Nevdi does have Ice Beam, so that lead is only going to grow in Turin. But okay, Toasty entering Phantoon at just under 42 minutes, roundabout there, and is a bit low on health, but is almost certainly going to get some good drops from Phantoon. So we'll see what happens for Toasty. And Toasty is going to be finishing the Phantoon fight off in one round, so save a bit of time over Nevdi. And Nevdi's going to be turning off Screw Attack. I like this play for Nevdi, so he can just get the Metroids to latch onto him, and then just use three power bombs. No, he won't. He won't be getting the Metroids to latch onto him. I'm thinking about Toasty. Nevdi has Ice Beams, so Nevdi's just going to be able to plow through these Metroid rooms like nobody else's business. But okay, Nevdi, pretty nice Metroid Room 1. Does let the Metroids get a bit away from him in Metroid Room 2, but makes it through very nicely. And it makes it through Metroid Room 3. Doesn't take any dips in the acid. That is generally what you want to see. Does not go for the fast try in Metroid Room 4. SMH Nevdi. I thought you were no. Nevdi is very good at this game. Yeah, Nevdi makes his way through the Metroid rooms and is going to be attempting his baby skip now. Very experienced runner, so he is probably expecting to get baby skip at this point. And Toasty's going to be taking a ship refill, so he does only have one tank, and you only get one drop from the Metroids if you power bomb them, which is what Toasty's going to have to do. So, okay, and a very nice clean baby skip from Nevdi. Yeah, he didn't get the grab through the transition, so yeah, that's just what you want to see from Nevdi. But okay, Nevdi is past the point of no return, and he's going to be taking on Mother Brain now. But okay, Toasty does have his full energy ammo and everything you can expect with this loadout. And Toasty's going to be heading into Turian, but just a bit too late. Nevdi is already at Mother Brain 1, and will be taking her down, and followed by Mother Brain 2 shortly. Yeah, just a reminder, you should definitely give both of these runners a follow. Their Twitch links are in the chat. They are streaming whenever they're streaming on the internet this game for your entertainment for free, and the least you can do is give them a follow. So you should definitely go do that right now or whenever you feel like it. But definitely a good thing to do. And you should also just let me take a minute to shout out our tracker for this match, Ikir. I apologize if I mispronounced that, but you can also give them a follow, twitch.tv/Ikir, and yeah, they're a very good runner, and you should give them a follow. And you can also give me a follow if you want my Twitch links in the chat, but yeah, definitely not obliged to do that. And Nevdi has made it past the Rainbow Beam, and it will be performing a stand-up glitch. Yeah, he did not forget that he has Varia off, so yeah, we are good. But okay, Nevdi is starting his stand-up now. Does do that bigger jump than usual to get the just to get the baby force crouch off of him, because if you are on the ground when that happens, then you'll have to use X-ray to get yourself unstuck. Yeah, stand-up going very well for Nevdi at this point. Okay, and Toasty is coming into his baby Metroid area, and he will hopefully be performing the baby skip very shortly. Oh no, Toasty just gonna do the baby skip. Did have very low health, so definitely good call. Yeah, Nevdi is the first to take down Mother Brain and will be making his escape very shortly. At this point, I'm fairly confident that Nevdi's going to be winning this match. He's very far ahead at this point in the game, so yeah, not really much that can go wrong. Okay, final moonfall from Nevdi in the last room of the proper Turian area of escape. Yeah. So yeah, this is gonna be a sub 50 time for Nevdi. This is gonna be a really nice time. Very nice parlor from Nevdi there. That was just superb execution from Nevdi. And Nevdi has finished in first place with a time of 48 minutes and 40 seconds. Get your GGs in chat, Nevdi. And yeah, we'll be reaching out to him for an interview as soon as we can. Oh yeah, Toasty is on very low health. So yeah, Toasty does have just barely enough health to survive Rainbow Beam, but does get through there. And we are joined in the interview booth by Nevdi, the winner of today's race. GG's, Nevdi. How did you feel about that race?
It was good. I was a little bit unsure during the whole like lower Norfair section, so I kept checking a little bit more. Probably like didn't need to do croc, I guess. But actually, I guess that the charge was a real big relief too. I probably would have needed croc if I didn't have that charge beam. But overall, I feel pretty good. I moved well. I'm not convinced of my decisions, but pretty happy with what I had control over.
Yeah, that lower Norfair, especially with that screw attack you got, was really nice. Toasty had like eight missiles when he saved in lower Norfair, so he had a hard time getting the missile drop. Then he needed the crystal flash. That could have decided the race, but you were already a bit ahead at that point.
Yeah, well, yeah. Did we do similar pass? I noticed he doesn't have screw attack, so I guess he skipped.
Yeah, Gauntlet. He skipped early Gauntlet, so that definitely could have decided the race, but there was just a bunch of things you guys did differently. Toasty did Meridia before you did. Toasty did Meridia before Kraid and then Norfair, and then you did, obviously, Kraid, Norfair, and then Meridia. And kind of like GT Classic, I noticed, from your side, except, of course, you have Faria and GT Classic.
Yeah, it was really similar GT Classic, and I did a bit of that lately, so it all felt natural. Really like good muscle memory stuff that I could pull off. But I was probably going to do what Toasty did, but the energy tanks kept coming, and the supers were generous that I thought I could do a lower Norfair. So that's why, I didn't diverge at high jump. I had real good plans to go up into Meridia, but after the high jump items, I'm like, okay, I think I've got enough to do this. Space jump, yeah, Bunny's saying in chat, space jump helped me so much.
Oh yeah, space jump is a great item to have in lower Norfair, which Toasty also didn't do. Toasty did not do Croc. So yeah, it was definitely, you guys did fairly similar routes, but you also did fairly different routes. I was curious what would happen if what am I thinking? I was curious what would have happened if Toasty had done Meridia later. Just did Croc, like did all of Upper Norfair like you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that screw attack early was definitely also a big difference.
Yeah, I think that the Meridia was probably pretty decent. Like, it would have been really nice to skip Croc, but Bubble Mountain wasn't good enough on the loadout yet, so I needed more. But in the context, I guess, I just thought it'd be a little bit better. It would have been really nice to dodge Croc, but definitely needed. Like, I was pretty comfy on the fight, so I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah, it's always hard to say.
Yeah, I probably need to watch it back to see, because it looks like it's pretty close.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, get your GGs in chat for Toasty. He has finished in second place with a time of 52 minutes and 54 seconds. GGs to Toasty. And yeah, Vileplumes do sweep the Golden Shower this week, 2-0, with earlier this week my loss to Canadian Owl.
Yeah, you guys we were worried about you guys.
That amuses me.
We were like, this is one of our harder weeks. So happy that it's over.
Yeah. For us, it was definitely the same feeling. Like, we were just like, yeah, that's a week where we're probably gonna take a loss. At least one, but probably two.
Yeah, I'm terrified of Toasty. Don't tell him I said that, but I'm terrified of him.
I'll tell. I won't tell him, but the VOD might.
No, joke, Toasty. You're nothing. Don't listen to that. I was just joking,
Toasty. Hey, yeah, we are joined in the booth by Toasty. GG's to you. Tell us about your race. How'd you feel?
Yeah, good game, FD. I made two huge mistakes. You just can't do that versus MD. It was bad. I was not happy, or I am not happy with how I played today. But I survived, and it was somewhat close. GG.
Yeah, it was pretty close. What were your two mistakes? I'll watch it back, I guess. But what were the?
Yeah, no, I didn't need to go into Meridia first. That was playing it too safe. I had everything I needed. I should have gone to Croc instead of doing Meridia first. It was a slow. It's not a very good Meridia. The routing made it bad, and then I used all my missiles in LN before I needed them to Crystal Flash. I just totally spaced.
Yeah, that always feels bad. Like sometimes you're like, oh look, I'll get it, it'll be fine. But when you're versing someone like that you think you're gonna lose to, it's so stressful. You're like, I can't, these 10 seconds or whatever, I can't be wasting that.
Yeah. No, I should have done a dash lower Norfair. I overestimate like what I need to comfortably do it here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna hate to hear Croc had the space jump.
Yeah.
Wave had the ice beam, and I think obviously you had X-ray by the end of it all. I'm guessing, but I got to X-ray all the Meridia stuff, so it was so favorable to go down. Make
that one decision. Yeah, that's gnarly. Like, and then being able to microwave Batoon Dragon instead of like doing what I did. Well, I just that would have been so much better. I never got the ice beam.
Yeah, well, I wonder, you probably would have won then. Like, I had a screw attack because I did early gauntlet. But if you didn't feel the screw attack slowed you down, and you copied my route, I reckon that would have been an argument for you winning there. That's just one decision.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's Rando. Yeah.
It's Rando.
Yeah, Rando is, of course, random. But, of course, the thing that I'm most glad at is that neither of you guys checked Shack Tool. I was kind of worried about the Toasty would do it since he got the grapple beam, but spoiler said Spring Ball was vanilla, so I'm glad that neither of you guys picked that up. Makes me happy.
Would have been worth it. Would have saved all the time, MM2. All the time.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that, but yeah. GG's to both of you, and any final words from either of you before we wrap this thing up?
Just GG Toasty. I always love racing you. I did say I'm scared of you, so I'm happy and relieved. Like I did a little dance when I won because I was like so stressed. Man, I love. Yeah. Anyway, I like versing you. And thanks for comms restream. Pretty happy to hear you on the comms MM2. So I'm gonna watch that back, and thanks everyone for just watching. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, thanks for racing, Heavy. Good race. I'm looking forward to the next one. Yeah, congrats on the win. Well played, and yeah, thanks MM2 and everybody for setting this up, and yeah, best of luck in the next round.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, GG's to the both of you, and of course, thanks for racing. That was a great race to calm. And yeah, shout outs to Iker, our tracker again. You should give them a follow if you haven't already. And yeah, with that, I think we're ready to wrap this thing up. Shoutouts to, of course, everybody behind the scenes, all the Rando League admins, all the SG people who make this thing work, all the commentators and trackers, all the racers in this season, all 90 of them. And yeah, with that, thank you for watching. My name has been MM2 Nest Cartridge, and see you next mission.